Gary, apart from the ball not going in the back of the net, is there anything else wrong here at the moment?
No, I understand the question. No, and to answer it, no, I don't think there is much going wrong. I think the boys are pretty bullish about their performances. But as you say, to win games, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. Now, sometimes it's not just only strikers that have to do that. I mean, I think Stoz probably had two of our best chances. One got cleared off the line, and now the goalkeeper's saved his shot. I do not know. It was an unbelievable save. Will Boyle had two opportunities that we didn't take. So, you know, it's not just the strikers, although you want them getting chances and putting them away. But as far as our play is concerned, in the last 2 or 3 games, it's encouraging. That is what we're holding on to at the moment, in the hope that if we can get an end product, however it goes in, then people will see what we're trying to do. But you know, at the moment, opposition teams are pretty complimentary to us, although it's, you know, it doesn't help after you've just got beat. But they are pretty complimentary.
And is there anything you can do in training to put a bit more pressure on the players to make it more match-like, or is there anything you can do in the match to make them more relaxed so that they feel a bit more at home like they do in training? Because presumably the goals are flying in on the training pitch.
Yeah, they do. I'm not sure this... Listen, you can... Individuals are all differently. Sometimes you have to leave them out of the team. Sometimes you take them off. Sometimes you bring them on. And you sort of trying everything. You're trying lots of sort of motivational techniques when we do the training videos and our training outside on the pitch. And they all understand where they are and where they need to be. That's the big thing. And it's just producing it against opposition when it really, really matters. And that's just down to their individual prowess of scoring goals, whatever position they're in. So all we can do is keep going. We keep having you have the shooting sessions, you have the crossing and shooting sessions, you have the crossing and heading sessions, along with your shape and your pattern. And we work very hard on the 3 different thirds. Your defending third, your midfield third that's got to try and create things, and of course your attacking third. And at the moment, our attacking third is behind the other 2 thirds.
Could it be a little bit like buses? You wait all day for one and then along come 2 or 3 at once?
I hope so. That would be nice to be able to say that in my talk after the game interview. So yeah, we just... Listen, I've had this situation before where you've dictated games and not scored goals, and I've had some great strikers over the years that have had little spells where they're not scoring. And what you hope is the law of averages, the 2 buses at once syndrome, will come along soon. So yeah, thanks. I'll use that if we get a couple.
In terms of coming back home this game after 2 away games on the road, how much difference can sort of that make, and also, you know, the home fans and making sure everyone's still behind you?
Well, listen, not everybody's always going to be behind you, as we've seen and as we've felt, but it's up to us to make sure that the ones that are behind you, not just when you're winning but when you're losing as well, stay behind you, because when it does turn round, which it will, then you give credit to the ones that stayed with you, and you know the ones that are with you. And so, I mean, our away support has been great at Yeovil, and they were great up until the last minutes when they realised their team probably wasn't going to score, although we did have chances at the end. But we got good away support in the last 2 games, and our home support is going to be vital. We always say that, definitely, for the confidence of the boys that need that little jab of confidence. And supporters can give that, and they can play a major part in our next goal.
A word on Colchester? I mean, they have been involved in some games with plenty of goals in, so could it be a bit more open?
Well, you don't know. You probably their manager's been working on them not being a little bit open, so we don't know really quite what to expect. You have to get your game right, make sure that your game affects their game, and I'm sure that's what they'll try and do to us. They're a decent team because they've scored some goals themselves. Obviously, their away form's not the best, and they'll be trying to work out how to turn that round, and we've got to try and work out how to keep their away form as it was.
And as you work out the combinations to break opponents down, what are the sort of the factors that you're looking for when you've got players, a whole squad who isn't scoring, rather than just one or two players up front who aren't scoring?
Well, the factors are you need that sharpness, that ability, that confidence. Look at the goal yesterday that the Cologne man scored. You know what I mean? He scored it from like 50 yards out when the ball came to him and the goalkeeper was out of position, and he clipped it back in over the top with that confidence that he knew he wasn't going to mess up. And I think that our players just, and that's why you need to be in credit sometimes. If somebody had got 5 goals, that same person would have scored a couple of goals in the game. So you're looking for that confidence, and you still got to have the energy and the work rate because you still got to earn a goal. It don't just come to you. You've got to go and earn it. And if you've earned it, then normally it comes to you eventually.
Have your centre halves stopped breaking their noses at the moment? Are they sort of? Have you got to sort of don't need patching up before the game?
Well, a broken nose is all different versions of a broken nose, isn't there? There's slight displacement that goes back in, and so we're not too worried about that at the moment. Yes, they both struggled with a couple of knocks, but they're brave lads, and they'll want to play as many people do because it's something that's a part of a centre half's game.
Everyone else okay? The likes of Nigel Attangana sort of returning to fitness?
We got to see how he is today, but I suspect he won't return to fitness. So I don't think he'll be available. We're looking at Jarrell. We're just seeing how he is, and Dan Holman's still got his thigh strain anyway, so he won't be involved either. So it's 2 or 3. There's a couple we got to keep an eye on, and we won't want to say that just now, but there's a couple that we got to wait and see how they present themselves this morning and tomorrow.